Welcome to Mock Interviewer AI, the world's most advanced artificial intelligence technology that's designed to help you land your dream job. Let's take a quick walkthrough of what the platform can do for you. So here on the landing page, you can see a bunch of features and their descriptions which precisely describe what you can expect from the platform. Let's go ahead and actually try a free mock interview now. Now, because I already signed up for this and I have my account created, I did take some mock interviews in the past. And as you can see, I have 3 mock interviews here. Let's go ahead and create a new interview. And for the job title, company, and description, let's actually go to Indeed, and I searched for senior React developer roles. So this is one of the postings on Indeed. What I'm going to do is copy the title, paste the title here, and then for the job description, I can copy all of this and paste it here. And the company name would be Inosphere SDG. Okay, so as you can notice, it says that I'll get total 3 questions asked in the interview, and that's because I'm on the free plan. But as we move ahead with this video, I'll show you how the other plans can give you more questions per interview and how they can let you also select the interview type. So right now it's a free plan and I cannot select the interview type, but if I do subscribe to the basic or the pro plan, I should be able to select if I want to prepare for a behavioral round, leadership round, HR round, or the technical round. So let's go ahead and get started with the interview. All right. So here is an acknowledgement checkbox where I click on it and I basically acknowledge that I've turned my system sound on so I can hear the AI during the interview. So this is important if I want to be able to talk to the AI. And let's go ahead and click on begin
Welcome
interview.
to Mock Interviewer AI. Let's begin with the first question. Can you walk me through your process for starting a front-end project in React, especially when it involves rebuilding and re-architecting an existing web application?
Yes, I can. To start a React or a front-end application, I would first gather all the requirements. I would then understand how the application can be divided into multiple pages and components, and then I would start architecting the components, the project structure for the same, and based on that, I would write up documentations to ensure that the teams are aligned on the project.
Thank you for answering. Here's the next question. How do you ensure effective collaboration with back-end developers and UI, UX designers to deliver a seamless user experience in the applications you develop?
To ensure that there's alignment between UI, UX developers, designers, as well as backend developers, there need to be streamlined processes in place. We need to refine and implement workflows such that the UI and UX teams have all the requirements and there are design reviews for the features that they're supposed to develop. Based on design reviews, there's also involvement of backend developers to ensure that all the requirements are actually implementable and what the challenges or efforts can look like. Based on that, once the designs are finalized, appropriate tickets need to be created and put into the sprint boards for the backend teams to work on them.
Thank you for answering. Now for the final question. What strategies do you employ to identify and implement performance optimizations in React applications?
To identify performance optimizations in React applications, it's important to use monitoring tools to actually look at components that are being re-rendered unnecessarily. Based on that, optimizations need to be put in place for those components. Uh, One can also use techniques like memoization to ensure that there's not many repeated computations of the same data. Things like these effectively help improve the performance of React applications.
Thank you for taking a mock interview at Mock Interviewer AI. You may now view my detailed feedback on your performance on the interview page.
All right, so let's go ahead and click on View Feedback. Because this is a heavy computation done by the AI, it's important to note that it can take a few minutes to load the full report. But once it's done loading, we should see a full report with feedback on our interview performance and recommendations for every answer. All right, so let's see how we did. Okay, so I scored 70%. Let's go over the brief feedback here. The candidate demonstrated a structured approach to starting React projects, strong knowledge of collaboration, and an understanding of performance optimization strategies relevant to the role of a senior React developer. However, there is room for more detailed responses, technical depth, and specific examples of past experiences. So that's pretty good. I was pretty vague in my responses. I definitely did not give any examples from my experiences, which is important. So this was really helpful feedback, and let's dive into the detailed feedback here. And here we have all the questions that were asked by the AI during the interview. And here we have all the answers. So the first question was, can you walk me through your process for starting a front-end project in React, especially when it involves rebuilding and re-architecting an existing web application? And this is how I answered. And based on that, there's feedback on this particular answer. Let's go over the feedback. The candidate's response outlined a process-oriented approach to project initiation, indicating experience in project architecture and planning. However, they could strengthen their answer by specifying tools and specific strategies used in past projects. All right, that's pretty good. And let's look at how the AI would have answered this question. So this is how the AI would answer it. When I start a React project, I first analyze the user stories and the existing system architecture. I use tools like draw.io for creating architecture diagrams and Notion for documentation. I consider design patterns such as Flux or Redux for scalable state management, and I check for reusable components in the existing code base. So as you can see, this is a pretty detailed and well-structured answer, and this is done for us for every question that was asked and every answer that we provided. So again, there's 3 questions here, but if we were not on the free plan, we would have more than 3 questions per interview. So as you can see, this is pretty darn helpful when you want to prepare for an actual interview. You can do these mock interviews. You can go back to the interviews page, and then you can basically go back to see the feedback again. And this is how you can keep practicing, keep improving on your performance from the previous interviews, and keep taking the suggestions and recommendations from the AI and get better at achieving your goals. And with that, I think we can conclude the video and the demo here. And I wish you all the best in taking your interviews and landing your dream job.